guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my finale of my 2016 Use It or Lose It. So today is going to be the finale of my Use It or Lose It for 2016. I cannot wait to give you guys an update on where I am with all of these products. In case you guys did not watch my original video, I will link that above. Basically, this is my second full year now of doing this project where I just select a bunch of things from my collection that I would like to use up throughout the year. It just helps me to focus in and remember to use products that maybe are almost gone or products that are going to be going bad soon and I need to use them up in that time frame. So I've really been enjoying doing this project. It's a whole full year that I have to work through products. Before I get into that, I did want to wish you guys happy holidays. Yesterday was Christmas and 2 days before that was my birthday, so I spent this whole weekend just spending tons of time with my family and just really good quality family time. So I've been a little MIA on my social media. I haven't been really posting on Snapchat or on my Instagram or here as well. Just been very focused on my family and having a really great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed your family time as well. And yeah, I'm gonna dive back into making videos because that is what I love. And let's start with this video today. So also I did want to mention, in case you did watch or if you have been following this series that I've been doing, the Use It or Lose It projects that I've been doing. Last year's finale, I did go ahead and go through all of the products I used up in 2015 and showed you guys the products that I was pulling for this current year. This time, because that video was so very long and there was so much product to talk about, this year I decided to split it up into two videos. So today we're just going to be talking about what was I able to accomplish with my project for this current year for 2016, and then I am going to be doing a separate video for the products that I'm pulling for 2017, and in that video I will also be kind of taking you guys along with me so you guys will see what I'm pulling, and then I'll have more of an opportunity to talk about kind of what my thinking is behind what I'm pulling. So let's go ahead and get into this year's finale though. The first 7 items that are on my list, and I'm just gonna go in order of how I talked about them originally. The first 7 items that were on my list were rollovers. So they were products that were from my 2015 project that did not get finished that I rolled over to my 2016. So some of these got done and some of them did not. But I did wanna start with those ones. So first of all, the MAC Pigment in Chocolate Brown. So this, first of all, loose pigments are so difficult to use, you guys, but this particular color pigment, I just found myself never wanting to reach for it. So as you guys will be probably able to see, this is nearly completely full. It's basically to the top of the lid here, and it's such a rich, dark, deep brown. I find it really difficult to use in a pigment form because pigments, in case you haven't worked with them, there's a ton of fallout from these products. No matter how you apply it, you get a ton of fallout, and I just find it so difficult to work with that I just know that I'm not reaching for this. I've had it in my project 2 years now and it's still full, so I'm gonna go ahead and let go of this one now, but I did not get anywhere close to finishing that one off. Next up, I have the eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Smoked liner in Raisin, and this was one of those extra long pencils, so I have worked this down a lot and I've been using this basically non-stop, you guys. I do love this color. I'm going to show it to you. It's kind of a plummy brown color. It's so unique and so beautiful, and I can wear it with almost anything. So I've been using this on my lower lash line to create like a smoky look constantly. I wear it at least twice a week minimum, so it's something I'm wearing a lot. It's just it was such a extra long pencil that it's just taking me forever to get through this thing. So unfortunately I did not get through it, but I feel like I did make a lot of progress, and I think I had marked it for you guys. Okay, so I had marked it in June, so not all the way at the beginning of my project, but at my last update, I did remember to mark it for you guys. So I'll just show you how much progress I've made since then. So here is where it's at right now, and as you guys can see, I'm holding it at the bottom of the page where the pencil starts, just like I did when I marked it, and I have used a lot. I mean, you can see there's a big variance from where I'm at right now, which is about here, to where I marked it the first time. It was the pencil was so big to begin with. It's just been really difficult to get through it. But I do love this pencil so much, and I don't feel like pencils really go bad as quickly as other products, especially because I'm constantly sharpening this and getting new product, you know, that's from the inside as I sharpen it. So I am gonna keep this. I'm not going to roll it over to my project, but I'm just gonna keep it in my collection and just continue to use it until I use it up, because it's something that I do enjoy using. Okay, so the next item that was on my list is actually gone, and that is the Lush Lip Scrub. I was able to finally get through that one this year. I do really enjoy that lip scrub, but I own a lot of other lip scrubs that I need to get through before I would repurchase that one. The one thing I have to say about that scrub though is that it was so much product, it was really difficult to get through. So definitely I would only purchase that if I didn't own any other ones, because I don't want my other products to go bad while I'm trying to get through that. The next thing I had in my project is this Mally lip gloss. When I put this in here, it was in 2015. It was a brand new product. So this was brand new at the time, but now it's been in my project 2 full years now. It is older. As you can see, I used probably about half of that product. I just don't like the formula on this very much. I just realized I just don't like this formula as much. It is a very sticky, very thick gloss, and if I'm gonna wear a gloss, I want it to be really comfortable. I don't wear gloss a ton to begin with, but this one is just way too sticky for me. So I tried to get through it. I tried to kind of make myself use this up, but I am ready to throw it away because it's just old and I just don't like it anymore. So that is gonna go in the garbage. Okay, the next item on my list is another one that I don't have with me. It's the Lorac Box Office Hits. It was an eyeshadow. It actually had eyeshadows and like some face products in it. It was a palette. So I told you guys with that particular item, I was just trying to hit pan on an eyeshadow, which I did end up doing, and then I got rid of it immediately because it just was a very, very old palette. I feel like it was like 6-7 years old. It was definitely time for that one to go. The next item is another palette. This is the Coastal Scents Original 10 Pan Blush Palette. This is a fantastic quality blush palette. I highly recommend picking one of these up if you are on a budget but you want to kind of expand your blush collection. My only problem with this is that it's so old and I own so much other blush that I just don't reach for it. I was trying to hit pan on this blush here. You guys can probably tell. I've been using it a lot. Blush is one of those things that's so difficult to hit pan on, but I did use it a ton. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous dusty rose color. It was easy to wear with a lot of different looks that I wore, and I love it. I really, really love it. I think it's a great quality. I just feel like this is so old, I can't keep it any longer. I've had this, oh my goodness, how long have I had this? 7 years maybe. It's just very old, so I am gonna go ahead and declutter this now just because of the age of it, but I do recommend picking it up, like I said, if you are in the market for blush. It's a good one. Okay, so the next several items on my list here are not with me, so I'm gonna go through these ones pretty quickly and tell you guys about them. The next item that was here was my NYX Smoky palette. It was a small eyeshadow palette. It was like an 8-pan palette. That one, again, I was just trying to hit pan on one eyeshadow, which I did accomplish. I think I actually might have come close to hitting pan on a second eyeshadow too, but that one was old and really beat up, and so that one I got rid of already. The Stila Set and Illuminate powder, it was one of those powders where you kind of it's like a sifter where you scrape off the product and you twist the top, and it was a really beautiful kind of a subtle highlight. You could use it for setting your under eye. It was a very versatile kind of product. I actually did use that one completely up and got rid of that one. I have since purchased a new one, but I did use up the one in my project. I also had the Coralista blush. That one I ended up just decluttering when I did my blush declutter because I just did not like it anymore. The one that I had, I'm pretty sure was not a I think it was a knockoff because I got it off of Listia several years ago, and it just didn't feel the same texture as the authentic Coralista from Benefit. So I ended up getting rid of that just because I was not sure about that product. The Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, it was a miniature size, but I did finish that one completely off. Next up was the Covergirl Cream Bronzer. That is one that I actually recently finished as well. It was in my last empties video. I did get completely through that product. I also had the Too Faced Amazing Base Powder in here. That one was completely used up as well. The Revlon Photo Ready Foundation, I pretty much got through that, but I did, I think, have a little bit left that I had to get rid of because it was going bad on me, but that one is no longer here either. All right, the next thing that was on my list is this Physicians Formula concealer. This is a stick concealer. This was 100% full when I started it in my project. As you guys can probably tell, it is almost gone now. I just have the tiniest little bit of product left. I do not like this concealer at all. I was just using it as a lid primer just to really get through this product so I could get it out of this project and get done with it. It doesn't work great as a lid concealer, but it does cancel out my discoloration, which I have quite a bit of discoloration on my eyelid. So it was helping me, but I don't love it. So I'm not gonna continue using it. I almost finished it off. I'm gonna go ahead and call this guy done because I don't have plans to continue using it. I used it today, but I'm so happy to not have to use this anymore because I was kind of forcing myself to use it up. All right, next was the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. That one I did get through. It was another stick concealer. I used it the same way, just on my lids, just to get through it. It actually worked a lot better than this Physicians Formula one. The Physicians Formula one I feel like is just a little bit too greasy feeling, so I do have to like set it, and even with setting it, I don't know, I just didn't like the texture as much. The next thing that was on my list is the Smashbox Photo Op. It was an under eye primer. I did not like it. I felt like, I did use it up by the way, I didn't like it. I felt like it was adding an extra step to my routine that didn't do anything. I felt like it was doing nothing for me, but it was adding extra time. But I got through it. It was just a mini size and I did end up using that. The next thing is this Benefit Watts Up. It's a miniature again. So this one was completely full when I put it in my project. That is all that I have left. So I did use up most of this, and that little bit that is left has kind of come detached from the product, and it falls off every time I try to use it. So I'm not going to continue using it. I feel like I got a lot of use out of this, especially for a freebie mini that I got as a birthday gift, and it's very, very old. For a cream-based product, it's definitely ready to be thrown out, but I do feel good that I got a lot of use out of that. I ended up just using this underneath my foundation on the tops of my cheekbones, and it gave a very subtle kind of glow that would peek through my foundation. Next thing that was on my list is an eyeliner from Milani. That one ended up drying out on me really fast, so I did go through that one near the beginning of the year because it just dried out really quickly. I also had a Makeup Forever miniature liner. That one I did end up using up completely. That was in my project 10 pan, I believe, a project I did earlier this year. I got through most of it during that project and then ended up finishing it off after that. I also had a Starlooks gel liner in my project that did dry out, so I did end up throwing that away. I also had two Maybelline color tattoos, one in the shade Bronze and one in Too Cool. Too Cool dried out on me like at the very beginning of the year, so that one was gone a while ago. The Bronze one just recently dried out on me as well, so I did have to throw that one away. Next up, I have two pigments, or like loose eyeshadows I should say. The first one is from L'Oreal. This is it's called a Hit Pigment in Tenacious. This is the most beautiful rose gold shade I have ever seen. Again, these pigments are so difficult to get through because you just need the smallest amount, but I absolutely adore this shade. I don't know how well it's going to come across in this lighting, but so beautiful, very stunning. Every single time I wear this on my lid in a video, people ask me what's on my eyes. It's so beautiful, and even though I've had this in my project and it is an older product, I just feel like these loose pigments have a long shelf life and I don't feel bad about keeping it, so I am going to hang on to this. I'm not going to roll it over. I'm just going to keep it in my collection and use it as much as I can before I have to get rid of it. However, this one here from e.l.f. is the golden one. This is now about half empty, but I just don't like the formula on this as much. It's kind of, it goes on very, almost kind of dusty. Does that make sense? What am I trying to say here? It's not as pigmented, and even though it's a loose pigment, you really have to kind of build it up, and it just is kind of muddy. It doesn't look very true to color. It's not very pigmented. It's not very rich, and I don't like it for that reason. I find them difficult to work with. So this is, I think, the last one I had left in my collection, and I'm ready to just go ahead and get rid of it. I'm not going to finish that off. Okay, I have another row of items that are not with me because I finished them. One of them was a Stila blush in the shade Peony. It was a miniature blush and it was a cream-based blush. I ended up getting rid of it because I just did not like the formula. I had a Zoya polish, which I almost got through, but the texture changed on me and it was no good anymore, so I had to throw it out. Same thing with the Sinful Colors nail polish in Over Easy. Went bad on me, had to throw that out. I also had a Sally Hansen nail polish in Pedal to the Metal. That one got really thick and gross and I had to throw that away. I also had a Burt's Bees chapstick, which I finished off, so that one is no longer in my collection. I also just recently finished off my Korres lip butter, so that one I was able to finish. I'm so excited. That was near the end of my project. Is this Buxom Miniature Gloss in the shade Emma. I actually had 2 of these glosses in this project. The other one, the White Russian, I did finish, but this one here I only got about halfway through. The product is right about here, so I didn't finish it, but I just do not think this is good anymore. I think it went bad on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one away. Okay, so the next thing that was on my list is the NARS lip gloss in Turkish Delight. This is so old and it smells bad now, you guys. This is not good. I wouldn't even put this on my lips. The last time I tried it, I was like, oh, I had to take it off. It was really bad. So that one needs to go in the garbage now. Also, this Revlon, it's like a liquid lipstick in Premier Plum. This is about 3/4 full, maybe half full actually. You can see a lot of the sides showing in this now, but the last time I wore this, it just did not, the formula has definitely changed because it did not perform the way that it usually does. So this has definitely gone bad on me, so I do have to throw that away as well. I also had finished off my lip tar in Lydia. That one is gone. And then I had a plumping balm. It was like a generic brand, it didn't have a name brand, that I got from the dollar store. I ended up throwing that away very early on in the project because it was not a good product. I also had this LA Girl lip glaze in the shade Nude. This I did not get through. I just don't like the texture on this. It's just too slippery, it moves around the lips too much, and I just find it too messy and difficult to wear. So that I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. The next thing on my list was the Makeup Forever lip liner in 3C. I did get through that. That was a full-size lip liner, you guys, but it was such a great, easy to wear shade that I was actually able to finish it off. I think that's the first time I've ever finished off a full-size lip liner, so I was really excited about that. I did also finish off the Tarte Elite lip pencil. It was like a baby size that I got in a kit, but it was one of those chubby lip pencils. I finished that completely off. Next up is the Makeup Forever mini lipstick in 6N. This came in a kit a while ago, and yeah, as you guys can see, I did use quite a bit of it, but there is a lot of product still left, and I don't really like wearing this anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. Next up, I have the Revlon lip butter in Cotton Candy. So this I feel like is still good, but I haven't been wearing it recently because it's a very spring summer shade. It's very kind of a shimmery bubblegum pink. It's sheer though, but that's what it looks like right there. So I didn't manage to get through this. I actually am gonna roll this over to my 2017 product, so that's the first product I will be rolling over. And then I also had a MAC lipstick in the shade Bombshell. That one I did finish off. It was a very similar color to this one that I just swatched for you guys, but just a little bit more pigmented, not as sheer as this one. Very pretty, but I did finally finish that. And then somehow I missed this somewhere, but this was the Hourglass mini lip gloss in the shade Child. So this I thought I could get through, but I just had so much lip product in my project. I did not actually get around to using this. I still feel like I can, so I am gonna roll this over to my 2017 project as well. So these are the only 2 products that I will be rolling over, and then definitely keep an eye out because I will be filming sometime in the next week pulling the products for my 2017 project. I cannot believe we only have a week left of 2016. This year has just gone by so quickly, but I was able to get through 28 products prior to today's update, so I'm very proud of what I was able to accomplish. I feel like next year I'm going to be a little bit more selective in what I pick. I feel like I was a little random this year, and it was a little difficult to get through the products that I pulled because I pulled a ton of lip products. That was really hard, and just some items that were difficult to get through. So I'm definitely going to be filming that soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you guys have questions or comments for me, leave them down below. I hope you enjoyed watching this update today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys!